A lot of sales training and advice puts you in an adversarial position with your buyer where I'll close you or you'll close me on why you're not going to buy and blah, 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 all this macho nonsense. But it's quite adversarial. It's me versus you, which doesn't really work. You and your buyer need to be on the same team. And one of the ways to be on the same team is to identify a common enemy and then make it clear to your buyer that you're on their side and you are both together fighting this common enemy. So it could be things like climate change or the price of eyelashes or God knows what. But if you can identify a common enemy where your buyer and you can unite against it, and they unite against it by buying your product or service, funnily enough, it's a great way for you to bond with your buyer, and it's certainly a lot more helpful than this adversarial, either you're going to close them or they're going to close you, blah, blah, blah. You need to be on the same team as your buyer, the same side as your buyer, not in a obsequious kind of way where we're doing anything dishonest or manipulative. No, but it stands to reason that if I solve problem X and you have problem X, well, there's a common component in that you probably don't like, wasted time, wasted money, whatever. If I focus on that common enemy and say, I bet you hate wasting time on X and blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I do. Great. We hate it too. That's why we solved it. Here's our solution. That's a compelling way to start a conversation with somebody. And it's all based around the common enemy. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. Join me tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message Podcast.